else we got to get into? Oh, we got to get into the Philadelphia Eagles. Oh, my goodness. We got to talk about the Philadelphia Eagles. And this is how we going to start that off. So we going to pull this up. Appreciate you guys rocking with me on the late night. I had a couple people in here. Y'all like the late night, huh? Leave it in the chat and in the comments. Y'all like the late night? I didn't think that was a thing. Maybe we tapping into something new here. I hope y'all ain't watching me because y'all, somebody crying in their pillow or nothing. I'm joking. All right, let's listen to this though. This is LeSean McCoy on their show.
Oh, Jalen Hurts, I need you to be special. Make plays. Jalen Hurts, I gotta be honest, man. Like,
Oh,
Jalen Hurts, I need you to be special. Make plays. And then, like, I did a lot of digging, man. And I won't throw them under the bus here, but I know some people, right? And the problem is we can't do different exotic looks, different formations, different motions, because I'm hearing that he can't really do it. Jalen Hurts, I gotta be honest, man. Like,
oh.
Well, I keep my receipts. Go check my channel before this page switched over to a personalized page. You go check the Twitter and the X. This is the conversation that was being had about Jalen Hurts a long time ago. He's a great soldier. He's a great soldier, but he's not a great leader. Know what great leaders can do? And I'm not talking about the leading by example part. That's part of it. But you know what great leaders do? Great generals do? Great leaders and generals know how to improvise. If you notice the trend on this show, this whole show should just be called adaptability. Talked about it with Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin's adaptability has went out the window because he's probably just got rigid. He's gotten older. He just want to do things his way at this point. And sometimes, get to that age. He's not an older gentleman, but you get to that age and you just want to do things the way you want to do things. And, that's why the Steelers are in the situation they're in right now. Now, Jalen Hurts, that may just be his full-on personality. He is not a guy that's going to improvise on the fly. Let's just go with what everybody want to say. It's Kevin Patullo's fault. Kevin Patullo did this, and Kevin Patullo, he called terrible calls. Okay, let's go with that. When you're a great quarterback, or you're ascending to be great, and you see different things, and you know that play call is trash, what do you do as the QB? You start to make the plays up in the dirt. You start to tell people, okay, we're going to do these options. Hey, Saquon, especially like at the end of the game, in that game, use this for example. End of the game, 49ers can't get a pass rush to save their lives, right? They did some things that do enough to get some pressure on them, but they really don't have a pass rush, right? End of the game, pretty much. Fourth down, right? Was the fourth down? It was one of them downs before they gave up the ball at the end. 49ers in a quarters coverage. Anybody know what a quarters coverage is? That means pretty much everybody's sitting back 20 or 30 yards, right? They playing not to lose the game at that point. Just trying to hold them from, getting a score. Jalen Hurts has Saquon Barkley in the background in the backfield with him. Instead of Jalen Hurts saying, "Hey, you know what? They run in the quarters. We run in verticals. We got all our receivers going out on verticals. I need you just to hit the flat. We need 10 yards, but I'm gonna put you in the flat because everybody running the quarters, everybody running out that way. You Saquon Barkley. My job is to put the ball in your hands and make a move. If I can get you to 7 to 8 yards and give you enough space to make a juke move or run over somebody to get that 10, I would rather do that than go with a play that you know is not going to work. You know the play ain't going to work, but you still run the play anyway. That's not what an elite quarterback does. It's not what an elite quarterback does. That's what an average quarterback does. That's what a mediocre quarterback does. And I heard people bring up the whole thing of, hey, Jalen had 4 or 5 coordinators since he's been in the league. You're right. You're right. He has. Brian Johnson, Shane Steichen, Patullo, and Kellen Moore. Oh, Nick Sirianni. He has. What you gonna do about that? So basically, you're saying that everything has to be right for Jalen Hurts in order for him to be an effective quarterback. Well, if that's what you're telling me, then that's why he's not an elite quarterback. But he's getting paid like an elite quarterback. He's getting paid like an elite quarterback, though. See, I don't want to hear that once I sign you on the dotted line to a franchise elite quarterback price tag. That was great when we went paying you nothing. When we went paying you nothing, it is what it is. Okay, he's what he is. Uh, he don't read the field well, or he has to be directly told where to go with the reads. That's cool when he's only making $3-4 million a year. But once you start making $40 million a year, 45, $50 million a year, oh no, all you then have to become the eraser for the team's mistakes. You don't get no more. He got 4 or 5 different coordinators. It's the coordinator's fault. You don't get away with that no more. You have to go make plays. You the quarterback. Who you think gonna get fired first? The quarterback or the coordinator? You ever heard of saying, when you know better, you do better? So if Jalen Hurts is seeing those reads out there, and he's saying, this play ain't gonna work, you're telling me that he does not have the autonomy at the line to change the play? If I saw that and it just was not working, then I say, hey, you know what? This Kevin Patullo dude, you got to get him out of here. This is not going to work. He is the reason why the Eagles ain't doing nothing. And listen, I ain't saying Kevin Patullo great. He may just very well be an average coordinator. But I thought your quarterback that you paying almost $50 million a year to was supposed to be the special guy. Because special guys make average coordinators look good. Or does he lead an elite coordinator like Kellen Moore to make the average quarterback look better than what he was. See, when we over here, we gonna talk real. Jalen Hurts is an average quarterback, and that's okay. He's an overachiever. He got beat out by Tua Tagovailoa in Alabama. Took his job to win a championship. Jalen Hurts is not a good quarterback. He's an average quarterback. That was on a very special Eagles team. They were special. One of the greatest offensive lines in history. Lane Johnson, you had Jason Kelsey, you had Mekhi Becton on his revenge tour. One of the biggest physical freaks I've ever seen. You just got Saquon Barkley. You got the weapons on the outside. You got Goddard and Calcaterra on the other side as the other tight end. The Eagles got weapons for days. Weapons. So for an average quarterback, he can look halfway decent. But when I need him to be special, just like LeSean McCoy said, he was not wrong. When I need him to be special, he's not that guy. Period. He's just not that guy. And this ain't for me. This ain't me just saying this. The marketing was great for him. The marketing, oh my goodness. The marketing was excellent for him. He got hot, made some plays, had a good run. But he's just not that guy. And that's okay. But now the Eagles are going to have to figure out who they have. And they better start looking at a Mike McDaniel or somebody like that because they're going to need somebody who's an exceptional play caller to get the best out of Jalen Hurts. I'm trying to find. How do you search your own tweets? Let's see. Just not a special guy. Like I said, he's performed. He's overperformed. That's what it is. As best as he can. The Eagles come into a sober reality of who they are. Hold on, this is funny though. I ain't even gonna put that one up. I ain't even put that one up. I had it where I could find the tweets. I can't find it, but I think I've done videos about it before. If you know, you know. Just not a special quarterback. And the Eagles got decisions to make. And it doesn't look like they're going to fire Nick Sirianni or anybody like that. Look like they're going to hold on to him for whatever reason. But they're going to definitely put the best coordinator possible around Jalen Hurts because I guarantee you, Jeffrey Lurie and them guys are having an uncomfortable conversation about Jalen Hurts being who he is, but he just won the Super Bowl and they paid this man $50 million. Telling you, it's going to be, listen, if Jalen Hurts, y'all hearing it from me now. If Jalen Hurts come out with that same stuff, and don't get me wrong, did A.J. Brown drop some balls? He did. He dropped some passes. He dropped some passes, but that ain't the reason why they lost. If Jalen Hurts can only do what he's going. If he can only do what he can do, this is what you're going to get. I don't know what else to tell you. This is who he is. I wish I could pull up all them tweets. I cannot find. I had them at one point, but if you go look at, matter of fact, I did a video. If y'all go back in my feed, I did a video with Jalen Hurts in a McDonald's uniform, and I got all the tweets that I had from years ago talking about Jalen. It's just what he is, and that's okay. He's just an average quarterback. So, as Philadelphia Eagles, if you're a Philadelphia Eagle fan, this is what you're going to have to do. I'm about to give you the play. I'm gonna act as Howie Roseman. This is what you gotta do. You gotta go tell Mike McDaniel you ain't going to sign nowhere else. Number one, I might need you as a backup head coach to Nick Sirianni because he is who he is, and I'm not his biggest fan. So I think you need a backup head coach to him. Mike McDaniel, you will be damn near the co-head coach. It won't say it at face. Nick Sirianni will be the face of the head coach right now, but you are the guy in waiting. I need you to come over here and get this offense together. I'm going to give you $7 million a year to come over here and get this offense together. If you doing everything right and the head coach is the problem, guess what we gonna do? We gonna put the Timberland boot up his butt, get him up out of here, and then we gonna move you to the head coach position. And then you and Big Fangio, that you and him was together in Miami, he can run the defense and you run the offense. Jalen Hurts the problem. He can't run this offense with me as the coordinator. It's Tanner McKee time. And if Tanner McKee goes in and he start ripping the ball all over the place in that offense, you really know what your problem is now. So that's what you do. If I'm the owner or the general manager or the president of the Philadelphia Eagles, that's what I'm going to do. That defense has been good. That defense has been stellar. Do they need a pass rusher? Yes, we're going to go ahead and trade for Max Crosby. But when we trade for Max Crosby, that means we are in championship contention because we are giving up future draft picks to be in that in that thing in that to be in that run. As bad as the Eagles was this year, all the infighting drama, all that other stuff, the same thing they had going on 2 years ago. They doing it now. So the same thing. So Nick Sirianni can't control his team because he's out of control most of the time. He can't keep it together himself. So if your CEO ain't good, I don't know how the rest of your employees go be good. But that's another question for another day. So like I said, what I'm doing is if I'm uh, Howie Roseman, Jeffrey Lurie, Adam Berry, all those guys, guess what I'm doing? I'm bringing in Mike McDaniel. That's what I'm doing. You want to really scare Nick Sirianni straight? Bring in Mike McDaniel. Somebody he know who's had success as a head coach. Bring him in. As soon as Nick Sirianni want to act up and don't do his job right and be a goofy, get him on the bonnet there. You already got your head coach in the waiting. Bring him in with Vic. I guarantee you'll be all right. Because you already got the dogs on that team. You already got a guy who knows how to bring the pieces to put them in place. That's what you do. So if they go clean house and don't want to get rid of Nick right now, that's what you do. I guarantee you Nick straighten up and fly right then. I guarantee you that. That's how you fix that situation in Philadelphia. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. It is what? 1 o'clock almost. We had what 12:58? Well, 12, what's that? I'm sorry, 12:47. I'm sorry. 12:47. So yeah, I mean, this is what That's what I would do with the Eagles if that's me. Time to make some changes. 49ers,